Hi Taurus, welcome to your mid-May 2020 general love reading. This is your girl, Mermaid Scales Tarot. Taurus, I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're safe and healthy during these times. Guys, I just want to take the time to say thank you so much for all of your love and support for myself and the channel. I know some of you have been reaching out to me asking if I've been okay, if my energy's okay. Guys, I'm totally fine. I am healed. I was going through some things in my personal life, but it's all in the past now. And guys, thank you for your love, your consideration, and your support. I'm very thankful to have you guys in my life. Also, Taurus, I am still selling my hand-picked crystal sets and my handmade Zodiac candles on my online shop, mermaidscaleshop.com. I handpick every crystal that goes in each crystal set that I feel every purchaser will resonate with, as well as I handmake every Zodiac candle I sell on my online shop, where I intuitively choose the colors and the scents that I believe every Zodiac sign will vibe with. If you're interested in making a purchase for yourself or someone that you love, please feel free to check out my online shop, and you can find the link to the shop in the description box of this video. Alright Taurus, let's get started. Alright, so this is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and or any other placement you see fit for the sign of Taurus. This is not going to resonate with every Taurus that listens to this message. Messages are said for those who need to hear them, and that's how my intuition and my guides prioritize the messages that I provide during this reading. Whew! If this reading... Sorry, that almost burned the card over there. Some of you could have fire somewhere in your chart. You could be dealing with a fire sign, but wow, okay. And someone may be pissed that you've moved on with that almost burning of the card there. But let's get back into it. If this reading isn't for you, Taurus, I suggest checking your other signs in different placements, because depending on the planetary aspects in the sky, those signs may resonate with you more at this time than your sun sign does. Hi cross watchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in a Taurus. Who wouldn't be? I do have to say, Taurus and cross watchers, I am picking up on both energies here, and it's important to remember that energy is fluid. Therefore, you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation where the roles are flipped in reverse, and that's completely okay. You're more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles should you feel like that resonates with your situation the most. But because this is a Taurus reading, I will make Taurus the main subject of the reading. Also, Taurus, it's important to know that you don't have to be in a relationship with this energy or with this person for their energy to be coming through. What I'm asking here and what I'm trying to tune into is the energy of whoever you are romantically connected to, whether that's now, in the past, or maybe even in the near future. But there's an energetic energy surrounding you at this time. Finally, Taurus, if I say the words masculine or feminine during this reading, please know I'm only referring to the energies, not the gender of the sex of the person, either of those things. If I mention the words masculine or feminine, please know I'm referring to the energies. Alright, if anything is gender or sex specific, I will let you know. Taurus, geez, I'm getting distracted because there's so much energy going on here. I feel as if someone feels heartbroken because someone left, someone moved on, something wasn't serving them. Quite frankly, even for some of you were getting bored with the connection and you decided to move forward, or that wasn't right for you. But Taurus, in the background energy, we have the Hanged Man. This is Pisces energy, as this is the card of Neptune. You could have Pisces somewhere in your chart. You could be connected to a Pisces energetically. I feel like this is stuck. This is stagnancy. And I feel like someone's stuck on you, Taurus. Someone's still trying to figure out what went wrong, where did it all go wrong? And I do feel as if someone is doing a lot of introspection, a lot of thinking about how they still feel about you and what they want to do moving forward. I almost feel like it's an option for someone to just actually let you go, Taurus. I feel like this person doesn't want to put you through anything more, or that, you know, maybe it's just best to move on, and if something happens in divine timing, then it happens. But for now, things are stuck, things are stagnant. But I do feel this is the outside energy around you, Taurus. I don't feel like this is your energy. But again, if roles are reversed, then they're reversed. I feel like someone feels like their hands are tied. There's not much that they can do as far as healing the situation or healing this connection. Someone may be dreaming about you, Taurus, or maybe you've had a dream about this person recently, and that could provide confirmation for you. And I do feel, Taurus, that this person does feel responsible for the demise of this connection between the two of you. And quite frankly, I do feel like they're waiting for you to return. Because they feel like if they were the ones to come back in your life, A, they would get rejected, B, it's already been closed, but a part of them doesn't want to close this chapter. They still want you, Taurus. They still want this connection. They still want this relationship. I don't know why I'm picking up on body insecurities here, but someone is insecure about their body, or they just don't feel good enough. They don't feel good enough for you, Taurus. Wow, okay. I kind of want to clarify the Hangman so I can get some more information here. I'm also getting that because of a lack of them doing anything, a lack of them... I feel like, Taurus, you kind of left this on a note of, okay, you know what, I'm leaving. And you left, but you would think that they would chase after you, or that they would come for you, or that they would apologize, or that they would do something. But from their lack of doing anything, that solidified to you that this is something that's over. And they feel really, really isolated from you. They feel very, very separated from you, which makes sense because of quarantine, shelter in place that most of the world is going through right now. But at the end of the day, they still have love. They're waiting for your return, Taurus, which is interesting. And I mean, again, you guys could be waiting for them to return too. It could be vice versa. Or even the fact that you're waiting for each other to return, but none of you are going to make the first move. Or want to make the first move. Because you're afraid that the other person thinks that it's a done deal. How they feel about you, Taurus, is Six of Swords, Aquarius energy. Some of you could have Aquarius in your chart. They could have Aquarius in their chart. They feel like you've moved on. And it was a painful thing to do. It wasn't something easy. But they feel like in your mind there was, there was no other choice, almost as if someone feels here. I had to leave. What did you expect me to do? To wait around forever? To wait around till you felt comfortable? To wait around till you were ready to open up? There's some disagreement here too about maybe something in the connection, something in the relationship, and I do feel like there was a lack of action. And that lack of action, again, is what finally made it seem like the only way for you guys to move on is to just let this go completely. A lot of them are really hurt, but you're hurt too, Taurus. I really feel like for a while you had a lot of faith in this, But it really took the last straw for you to be very much over this. Some of you could live at a distance from each other with Six of Swords. You know, some of you could have lived far away, and maybe the amount of how far away you two were living, sorry, the distance between the two of you is was interfering with this connection. Sorry, I'm really tuned into this person's energy, and it seems like they don't even know how to move forward, how to move on from this, how to heal from this. And it's really got me distracted of what I want to say. I'm feeling a lot of heart chakra energy here, but not the light, joyful heart chakra, the deep, deep heart chakra energy, that someone's in pain here. But again, there's just, someone felt there was no other choice. If I'm not going to see any action, if I'm not going to see any movement, I'm going to move on and do me and do myself. Someone thinks you have very nice legs, Taurus. Whether that's you or the person you're connected with. Legs are sexy here, long legs. And if they're not long, they're either thick in the thighs, which can be for men and women, or there's just something about them, like they're toned or whatever the case is. Someone's legs are nice. What they think about you, Taurus. Three of Swords. Libra energy. You could have Libra somewhere in your chart. You could be connected to a Libra. When they think about you, they're hurt, they're heartbroken, they're sad. But they also think that they had a lot to do with this. You know, it's something that they feel, they self-sabotage this connection between the two of you. When they think of you, they're in pain. I feel like they've cried over you, Taurus. And again, you guys could be mirroring each other in this. I'm also seeing a belly ring too, or a belly piercing for someone out there. That could be confirmation for someone, whether that's you or the other person. Someone's devastated. Someone's really, really stuck. Because one person really did. I felt like this person almost felt like they didn't think you were going to leave. They thought that that wasn't going to happen. Whatever hardships you guys were going through, it was always going to work out in some way, that you guys would always be together. But someone left. I'm hearing like they couldn't put up with it anymore. And whatever that it is different for all of you. Also, I'm seeing like a letter that was written maybe, or just like a really long text message or direct message that was like, you guys broke up through like online communication, not even face to face for some of you. And that didn't provide closure for someone. What they like about you the most is the King of Wands, fire energy. I think Aquarius had this in their spread. So if you have Aquarius in your chart, go ahead and check out that reading. There may be messages for you there. But Taurus, whether you feel this way or not, you come off very confident, very self-assured, very ambitious. You go after what you want. And you don't waste any time on things that don't show a result, or that don't ignite a passion in you, ignite a flame in you. Some of you could have fire in your chart, specifically Leo, could also be Aries or Sagittarius. But you're a go-getter, Taurus. And if something isn't working for you, you're not going to sit there waiting for it to fix itself. And I feel like you guys tried, because there was a lot of high hopes for this. But you can only do so much, and I feel like a lot of you figured that out. Also with fire energy, they have a lot of sexual attraction to you, and you know that. I mean, come on. But that wasn't enough. I feel as if like they met you at an event or a party, and if this isn't for you, this isn't for you, but you just like caught their eye and they weren't able to take their eyes off of you the whole time. There's just like this attraction you have, Taurus, that just lights up a room that you may not notice, but everyone else does. I'm also seeing orange. You could be wearing orange right now or something. Oh, and by the way, I'm picking up this too. Whatever you were wearing when you last saw this person, they thought you looked fine as hell. Like, that was, I don't know, what, however you dressed up, even if you were wearing your pajama shorts and whatever, they thought you looked really sexy. And it was hard to watch you walk away or to see that was the last image they had of you in their head, in their mind, in their soul. What they don't like about you, Taurus, is 2 of Wands, Aries energy. You could have that in your chart. Doesn't have to be. I feel like they think you already made up your mind. You're already going after something else. That there's really nothing more to be said or done. And maybe you even told this person, like maybe right after you guys broke up or after this ended, this connection ended between the 2 of you, they tried to reach out again, but you're like, look, I'm done. Or you didn't even respond. You may have even moved on to someone else too, and they felt like that was kind of a stab in the back to them. Or that you moved on to another project. Maybe you guys even moved physically farther away from this person. Or that you even took another job that made you move or made you more disconnected from this person in some way. I don't know, I'm kind of getting that for some of you. Someone has curves here, whether that's you, Taurus, or the person you're connected with, and someone misses those curves. What they like the most about this connection? Interestingly, 4 of Cups. So for some of you, what I'm kind of getting here is that they're hoping that, you know, this is just a phase, right? That you walking away, you being done, or whoever walked away, and whatever the situation is for either of you, eventually someone will give in because they see without the other person, life isn't as satisfying. Life isn't as enjoyable. Cancer energy. Some of you could be connected to a Cancer, have Cancer in your chart. Also, this girl's hair kind of looks wet. I don't know if you guys just got out of the shower before watching this. Maybe out of the bath. Or something like, I don't know, you got your hair wet. I don't know. Not for everyone, clearly. But yeah, I just really feel like someone thinks it's only of a matter of time before someone else reaches out. So they're giving you your space. They're giving you that, you know, they're granting you that single being that you need to be right now. I'm so sorry. I don't know why my words are coming out so weirdly. I feel like this person doesn't even know how to communicate to you, Taurus. If they were to run into you at the grocery store or at the gas station or wherever, like, they wouldn't even know what to say. Because, like, my communication's so off. Maybe there's some throat chakra going on within them or within you that they feel like they still have so much more to give or to say or to whatever to fix this, but someone feels like this may be unfixable. But someone does kind of have the balls to think or feel that, like, eventually you'll return. That, you know, you see life or feel life is not as great or exciting without them. Now, I don't know why I'm picking that up. What they don't like about the connection, Queen of Swords, Libra energy. Again, some of you have Libra in your chart. You could be connected to a Libra. I feel like whatever you guys kind of left on terms, there may have been something that was said that someone wishes they could take back, or that was just kind of a little too blunt. And someone feels like the person was kind of being cold, where they thought, you know, there was such a deep connection, there was such a deep bond, and then suddenly it turned cold. And then randomly I just saw 7-Eleven. It's like a store in the United States. I don't know if they have them around the world. Maybe they do. But I also saw like an icy, like, you know, like brain freeze type of thing. Like the energy went really, really cold between the two of you. And I do have to say, I feel like my Taurians were the ones carrying this Queen of Swords energy, but I feel it came from the reason of, I tried everything. I tried to get this to work. I tried to communicate to you. I tried to ask you to change something. Like, I feel like it was something you wanted them to do, Taurus, whether that was like a lifestyle thing, like call me more, talk to me more, or show that you still care for me, or act more. And you try to communicate this to them and they just weren't getting it. And so that's when things turned cold. That's when things got really distant between the two of you. I feel like, again, like you guys felt like you had no other choice but to cut things off, but to be very, very clear that if they weren't going to change, or they weren't going to do anything to make you happy or confident in this relationship, you really want nothing to do with it. Someone just really thought you weren't going to leave. And that's why they're still stuck. And that's why they're still hoping you'll still return. And apart, again, like some of you were waiting for their return to say, I'm sorry, Taurus, look, I should have done more. I should have communicated, you know, all my feelings for you, or I should have made more of an effort. But I don't feel like they're going to, Taurus. I feel like both of you are waiting on something that isn't going to flourish, because both of you feel like the other person should do it. And others of you, you're kind of just done, but they're not. They're still stuck. Highest hopes, the World card, fixed energy, Taurus energy, Aquarius energy, Leo energy, Scorpio energy. You could be involved with another Taurus even, or you could have other of those signs in your chart other than Taurus. You could be connected to one of those signs. I mean, I feel like for most of you guys, you just really want to move on. You want to wrap this up, cut this cord, and then excel, prosper, go to the next. I feel like some of you are like really career oriented right now, or thinking about, even during this quarantine time, like how to pursue your dreams, pursue your goals, pursue your projects. And even like this breakup or this heartbreak or whatever you went through with this person kind of inspired the fuel and the fire to create, which is what I love about Taurians, right? You guys are the kings and queens of creation. And you guys are lucky enough to have that energy to take what is around you, to be resourceful, to create. And I do feel like something really great is going to come out of that for some of you. Others of you, this is their greatest hopes, is to really get your attention again, to really reach out to you, to close that chapter of what you guys could leave in the past, but start a whole new one with you. To leave the past in the past, to try things again, to make things work. So this can never end. As you see in the traditional Rider-Waite, the woman is surrounded by a circle, and the circle doesn't end. That almost like, oh, okay, you know, that was just a phase again, let's just try it anew. And like looking at these leaves, like maybe something in fall kind of really confirms something for you. the months of November, September, and October, that things really weren't going to work, but you held it out until like a couple months ago. But you had a feeling from last year that something wasn't right, something wasn't going to work. And I'm also getting closure from this, Taurus. Someone just wants closure from this situation, but with the highest hopes of you guys mending it together and moving on together. Deepest fears, Eight of Cups, Pisces energy. Deepest fears is that really emotionally you're just not there anymore. You just don't have the same feelings anymore. You just don't have the same soul bond that you did with this person. There's nothing really much left to stick around for. That really you've 100% not only mentally, but emotionally moved on from this. And that there's no going back. There's no returning to what it was. And I feel like some of you have like a shawl or a scarf, or maybe they do, that you guys wear. Maybe that could be confirmation for someone out there. Not for everyone, clearly. Wow, someone's just really, really, really hoping you'll return, Taurus. But you're like, what? I have to put more action into what you weren't willing to act on? What? I feel like a lot of you are baffled by that in a way. But they're heartbroken. They're definitely a bit... I think it still hasn't even hit them that it's really over, or that you really left. And they may still have something of yours. I don't know if that's clothes. I don't know if that's jewelry. I don't know if that's like, I don't know, something like your wallet, or I don't know. I doubt you would leave that behind. But something of yours that's still at their house that they've been wanting to tell you they still have, but like, I don't know. They still want to hold on to as much as they can with you, Taurus, without really making the effort, which is kind of silly, in my opinion. I'm also hearing plaid too. I don't know if someone's wearing plaid or they wear plaid, maybe like flannels. But for the likely outcome of the situation, Taurus, we're going to go ahead and take this to Vimeo for the extended reading. So I'm going to see what their likely outcome or what they're likely to do in this connection, Taurus. And I'm going to pull some more cards to clarify. And I'm going to ask the angels to come through to provide you with some advice, Taurus. But before we go, I will pull a Romance Angels card. And I will ask Spirit and the angels to further confirm, validate anything else that we can provide more insight into how they feel about you. Spirit, is there anything that you'd like to add about how this person still feels about Taurus? Or any information about this connection for Taurus that will help provide clarity, insight, and guidance? Deception? I don't read these cards in reverse, so I read tarot in reverse, but not this. But new love and deception. They feel like with this deception card that you are fooling yourself. You still have feelings that you're not willing to admit that you're wearing a mask in. I hate to put it off that bluntly, but that's really how they feel. And they feel like, you know, maybe that you leaving was kind of a bluff. So again, like what I said just like a minute ago, some of them, it still hasn't really hit them that you actually moved on. And with new love, Taurus, you may have even moved to someone else. And if that's not the case, I do feel as if they think that you're on to someone else, or Taurus, they may be trying to put up a front to you on their social media, or telling their friends that gets somehow to you that they're kind of over you, they're ready to move on, but it's all a lie. It's all a lie. And you maybe already have heard that, and that's why you're like, Mermaid, I don't know. Yeah, if you've heard that and that's confirmation for you, they haven't moved on. they haven't moved on to someone else, even if they try to post pictures, even if they try to post statuses or just talk about their new hookups with other people, it's still you on their mind. That's the real. Alright, Taurus, we're going to go ahead and take this to Vimeo for the extended reading where we're going to see the likely outcome and pull some advice. Again, Taurus, I am selling my hand-picked crystal sets, handmade Zodiac candles at my online shop. If you're interested in making a purchase, go ahead and check out the description box where you can find the extended link and the shop there. If this is where we depart, Taurus, I really hope you gain some insight and clarity, some healing in regards to your love life. If you did, please let me know. Please drop a comment, please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you guys very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Taurus.